Hey everyone, so I'm a second year dental student at James Cook University here in Cairns. I just want to make a short video today just to share with you guys a recent purchase I've made. In second year, we're obviously getting way more into clinical training, and the procedures in the sim clinic are getting a lot more difficult. So I decided to invest in a home dental setup. So that's what I want to share with you guys today. So I decided to go with a company that's already affiliated with James Cook University, and that is One Dental. This is a portable dental unit. It's about the same size as a carry-on suitcase for a plane. Weight is probably around about 20-25 kilos, somewhere in that vicinity. I've owned it for a few weeks now and had some fair bit of use with it, and I've got to say I'm really impressed. So we'll crack it open and show you what the kit comes with. So this is probably a bit tidier than it actually comes from One Dental, but basically you can see here on the left you've got a blue container and a white container. So the clear container is also your water storage. You fill that up, which you can see I've got mine full at the moment, and the blue is where when you have the suction it sucks and catches water in there. Pretty straightforward. On the front here we've just got some gauges, which is for air regulator and water regulator, and then this switch here, this allows you to switch between if you want to use the handpiece on the left or the handpiece on the right, and this is just for water on and off. Pretty straightforward, pretty good setup. It's got a compressor in it. It's not the quietest, but it's obviously not super loud, so if you're sort of sharing with people in a share house, I think it'll be, I think you'd be bothering them too much if you have your door shut and things like that. So not a drama if that was a concern for you guys. I'll pull all the hoses out and I'll cut to that clip when everything's kind of set up how you'd have it when you're actually going to start using it. Alright, so we've got everything pulled out and set up. So you've also got suction, high speed handpiece, low speed, and air and water spray, and obviously a foot control which just plugs into the front right there for operation of the handpieces and everything. I'd say compared to the sim clinic at JCU, which was one of my big concerns before buying this unit, was how similar is it going to be, to sim and to a full-blown setup, and I actually have to say it's pretty well identical. So if that's a concern, I wouldn't be too worried about that. Now let's talk price. It's not super cheap, not super expensive. So if you just want to buy the kit as you see it here, you're looking at $2,500 plus GST, so about $2,750. But as you know, to actually do any drilling, you're still going to need, some form of mannequin head or something to hold your models for you, as well as burrs to go in the hand pieces, models to hold your teeth, hand instruments, mirror, periodontal probe, etc. So I decided to get all that stuff as well, which One Dental also sells, so it's really good getting all from one place. And I'll do a quick cut over here. This is just my quick home dental setup. I'll do another video shortly, little section showing the mannequin. So this is the mannequin head setup, just sort of slips on here with the face and everything. Actually, One Dental do offer a kit, and the kit is the dental unit with this bench mount and the mannequin head with a set of models. This obviously includes the hand pieces, everything, and it was $3,500 plus GST, so you're sort of getting up there, pretty close to $4,000. I also bought this cassette as well. Which has just got periodontal probe, enamel hatchet, a mirror, an explorer, tweezers, and I've also got a soft plastic tool coming as well, which hasn't come yet, and a composite plugger, so I can do composite restorations. All really good quality, all Nordent stuff, which is a lifetime guarantee, so you snap the tip of your chisel off, send it back to One Dental, they'll send you out a replacement. Easy done. So that's that. I've also invested in some of these things called Dentaprac. which slip into the mannequin, and they basically got some layers, white, yellow, red. They allow you to trace those shapes, drill those shapes with that burr, and just to help get accuracy, dexterity, everything like that. We've also got some widget, because I bought a rubber dam kit as well from One Dental, because that's a big emphasis at the moment at the uni, so some widget to do that. Another Dentaprac there, that's just a Tofflemire matrix retainer. In that packet, some spare burrs. I've also bought a light. In terms of the curing light, One Dental don't actually sell curing lights, so I had to buy that just online, about $100, not too bad. I got some composite there, floss, rubber dam sheets, rubber dam template, some acid etch, rubber dam clamps, and matrix bands. That's all pretty straightforward. As I mentioned earlier, you got to buy a burr block. So there's all the burrs I sort of use at the moment, and storage for those. That's basically it. I'll do another quick cut to the mannequin on, and you can have a look at that. I thought this might be really beneficial to actually see before I set it up. For those of us who are watching and are JCU dental students, you'll know this looks very familiar, which is our sort of maxillomandible setup for the mannequin that we'd have in SimClinic. That's another thing I've got to say. A lot of people do buy cheaper alternatives like eBay, from overseas, what have you. I mean, everyone's got to work within their budget, but I will say this is obviously from an Australian company out of New South Wales. Really, really friendly, easy to get a hold of anytime, business hours, email, whatever. And the build quality is just absolutely impeccable. This is all metal, everything works really great. This little plunger here at the bottom, you pull that and you can able to close the jaws and check the occlusion. So really, really simple. And actually the way that the teeth mount into these is so much better than we have in the SimClinic. I'll just grab one. We've got a set of jaws here, set of lowers, and if we all remember in Sim, there's little pins here which you have to try and line up in the mannequin, and it's always a pain. This one, it's just got sort of this gum sort of shaped cutout and a magnet, and when you put it in there, it just clips in. It doesn't wobble, it's super solid, pretty hard to remove upwards and down, like it doesn't really go anywhere. Really quick, you don't need to try and look in there and line up things, and then the top, well, it's just as easy, bang. And it doesn't rotate, don't need to line any pins up, and that's it, super easy. And the changing teeth, exact same, screws on the back, really, really easy. So love that. Just put the face on, and again, like basically the same as we have in Sim. Really good quality, stretchy, but also comes back to the original shape. This is slides on, tighten up the nut, locks it in place. This one here allows you to undo that. You can go up and down, change the height. This one here, undo that, allows you to lift the head forwards, down, left, right, basically whatever working angle you want. And it also comes with this skull cap as well, so it just helps finish it off and make it look really, really clean. So that just slots in and magnets on, and there you've got really nice comprehensive setup. Head, gives you ability to practice hand rests. You're being mindful of the patient in terms of their eyes. In real life you couldn't have the hand here and doing a finger rest because you'd be suffocating the patient, but so it really allows you to get really good practice and spatial awareness for working in an actual clinic. So as I showed before, the mannequin was together as well. Putting the teeth in the model in SimClinic can be quite a hassle, whereas here it's really, really easy, and I'll just demonstrate that now. So we've got a set of uppers here, might be a bit tricky one-handed, but put it in, boom, on, not going anywhere. You can even floss it, doesn't come out. Rubber dam on, it's pretty stable. We all know how long it can take in SimClinic, and that's on, super easy, really done. While I'm here, for the people at One Dental, just a bit of feedback. Obviously I've got to have a bucket under here all the time to catch the water that builds up in the mannequin's face and then would end up ultimately falling on the ground. Obviously this is pretty close to the bucket. If you're on a taller setup, you would obviously risk, you know, spilling more water. You know, your leg hits it, and before you know it, the water's running out on the ground. Be a pretty cheap way to fix, but I think it'd actually be really good if you could have some sort of just a little tap, just a valve on there. So yeah, you could drill for, you know, half an hour, a fair bit, let the water build up in the mannequin, and then just, you know, turn the tap out and then let it drain. Because the way it is, the suction on the dental unit is redundant, because it just runs out to the bucket first, and it's silly to just suck it out of the bucket when I can just get into the bucket. So I think it'd be really good if you had a tap on there for someone who couldn't have this set up. You can at least then get the suction syringe, stick it in the mannequin mouth and suck the water out, and then you can actually make use of the suction storage in the unit itself. So I thought that was a really good. I'll just make a quick cut to this. Just a bit of feedback to One Dental actually. Also we got a light here, LED on the high speed, and water, great. We've got water on the low speed, which we don't actually have in Sim, which I suppose at times would be nice, but wish it had a light as well. That's the only drawback I think with this whole unit, is I think that if it had a light on the slow speed, that'd really just finish off really good. That's basically it, but I really wanted to say real quick, if you are thinking about getting this particular unit, just give One Dental a call. I was very fortunate enough that when I called up, I actually spoke to Joe, who's the owner, I believe. Super helpful, knew everything there was about the product, about the hand tools, just, yeah, anything you could think to ask. Super helpful. You know, so if you call up, ask for Joe, tell her Kai sent you. I'm sure she'll get a laugh. But yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for watching, and I really wanted to make this video just because there was no other videos online, either on the One Dental website themselves or on their YouTube channel, or any YouTube videos actually on this particular unit. So yeah, thanks for watching.